Hello everyone, welcome to the issue number 3, maintaining data trust. So in last issue number 2 we talked about building the trust, but that is just the foundational step, and the real challenge is maintaining it. In modern AI and data system, trust is not at all just static. It's actually a dynamic protocol that must be continuously tested and measured along the way. Even the most well-designed systems would start begin to drift due to a lot of factors like environmental changes, data decay happening, and operational entropy due to a lot of multiple reasons. So here is the big problem. We have a silent degradation zone building up. So fairly speaking, the failures are not at all loud. They are emerging in different places as negative signals, very small, very silent misalignments that are accumulating in what we call as the silent degradation zone. If these signals are getting unnoticed, they don't just stay small, they are propagating into different systems as junk in, junk out, but more and more amplified. So the longer these signals are staying in the system, more distortions and problems they are creating in the model output and interpretations, so which ultimately reduce the confidence in the output. So here is a framework which is a multi-tier model that help us move away from the binary once and done kind of validation. So as you know, validation shouldn't be a single checkpoint. It is a vertical ascent across 4 layers that we are looking at right now, which is the source of truth. Did this event actually happen, or are we looking at the raw data and logs? Second is uh, so the second one is transformational truth. Was the data processed internally, or were there any ETL pipelines that validated it, or any sort of business rules being implied? Now, the third one is analytical truth. So, which basically means, do these insights reflect reality? Are there any dashboards and KPIs people can actually see? And the fourth one is the decision truth. So that basically translates into, did the output lead to any sort of right action in past? So we are measuring the actual business and risk outcomes. Now, how do we assess that, or what is the tool that we can use to perform these fact checking? So to make this measurable, we implement a fact checker layer. This system is going to operate through interlocking pillars, which would be functional, architectural, and domain specific. So the output is a data validation score, DVS, which is going to weigh the importance and impact of every check. And based upon that materiality, we can finally quantify how much we should trust a specific piece of data. So the idea is the execution should be context aware validation. So remember, not all the validation is equal. A robust system is context aware, and it is intelligent enough to identify how much depth of data verifiability is needed. So for the routine and high level queries, we can prioritize speed and scalability with broader validation, meaning generally accepted truths. And for the critical and high risk decisions, we deploy deep and multi-layered validation where absolute precision is the only goal. So here is a self-improving flywheel that can help us achieve all the data maintenance framework that we just looked at. So this creates the self-improvement trust flywheel by identifying the weak signals early on and feeding those improvements back into the system design. We can create a loop that gets stronger over time. So every piece of information and a true source of truth is not just simply built, it is validated, it is sustained, and it is refined as well. All right, that's all for now, and I am looking forward to seeing you in the next issue of our Source of Truth newsletter. Bye bye.